Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Bienvenidos a todos a mi canal. I'm Psychic Medium Ray, soy Psychic Medium Ray y voy a hacer una lectura sobre Bad Bunny, quien es de Puerto Rico. Basically, I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Bad Bunny. Now, I'm not going to do this reading in Spanish, although muchos de mis puertorriqueños would like for me to do it in Spanish. My audience, the last time I did a Walter Mercado reading in Spanish, a lot of people were having difficulty. But, I may eventually start another channel just to do readings in Spanish en español para todos mis fans que nomás entienden español o hablan español. So I'm going to give you the tea of what I see for Bad Bunny. If you haven't really looked at any of his videos or music, he's a songwriter, performer, singer, artist, whatever you want to call him. He is from Puerto Rico. He has a new single out, Perreo, Sola, and it is a hit. I love that song. So check it out if you haven't. All right, so I'm going to get straight into Bad Bunny. Immediately, I do get that he's very evolved. I feel like he's spiritually awoken. He's very connected with his spiritual side and with his individuality, and I feel like he doesn't have any regrets expressing himself as who he is, and also has no regrets getting in touch with his feminine side. A lot of people have questioned whether his sexuality, whether he's straight, gay, bi. I really feel like he's straight. He is a straight guy, but again, very comfortable. There are straight men in this world who will wear the color pink, who will dress in drag for comedy or for not to make fun of anyone in the drag world, but to do things for a video to get a point across, etc., which is what he does in the new video Yo Perreo Sola. Basically, it's him playing the role of the female and then him playing the role of the male. So check that video out if you haven't already. Right now, what I see for Bad Bunny is that he is in love. Love. He is ready for it. He is, I think, in his 20s. So he is, what Spirit shows me here is that he's ready. Everything is ready. He has his career established, even though he's going to have more success in the future. But I see love coming, and I feel like whoever he's dating, there's rumors that, or I think he made it official. There's this girl, Gabriela, I believe is her name. I could be wrong. But that person, whoever he's seeing right now, Spirit is saying that is a soulmate for him. Whether or not they stay together in a relationship, that's yet to be seen. Because I do feel like Bad Bunny can be pretty much naughty in many ways when it comes to relationships. But I do feel like he's honestly very loyal when he is in a relationship. But he may be kind of flirtatious, but not outlandish, when it comes to flirtatious. There's different levels of flirtation. It's very subtle. I do see that there's going to be a lot of success this year and going into 2021, a lot of success. There is a crossover, so I don't know if he's done an album just in English, but I do feel like there will be more collaboration with artists that are in the English world. You know what I mean by English? Our pop music stars and stuff like that. I feel like the girl that he's seeing or that is in a relationship right now, there is true love. Love is reciprocated. She is wanting more from him. I do see marriage on the horizon for Bad Bunny eventually. And I do see within the next 5 years or less, anywhere between now and 5 years, there is a child that is coming to fruition. A birth. So he is going to have a child, and I do feel that the first child is going to be a girl, and she's going to be daddy's little girl. I just keep seeing that. Now, again, like I said, nothing is set in stone, but I do feel like he's ready for a family. He does have those goals in mind. I also get that there is another female in his life who must be a mother figure that is kind of a guiding force for him, or it could be someone that is like a mother to him. But I get that. I also feel like on some levels that even though he has success, he's very grounded. But for him, there's going to be a struggle because he wants he wants to be out of the spotlight, even though he's very much a character and he can be in the spotlight. It's about balancing. He also knows and is very aware that he has a lot of people that along the way that are jealous of him, other artists that do reggaeton or do that type of music. There is a lot of that rivalry that is coming through from Spirit, and so I feel like he has to be very careful in what he says, what he does, and make sure that his music is not about that, because I don't feel like he's a confrontational person or someone that brings drama to the table. He's very much himself, and him and J Balvin and, maybe some other people in his social group, but I feel like it's very close knit, a tight circle. Um, Again, what I keep seeing here is that there is something about like him having dreams about getting married, having dreams about a mansion. So I don't know if he owns a mansion right now, but what they are showing me is like there is, this could be in Puerto Rico, I'm not sure, but it is like a larger building. It looks like a mansion to me, but there is a waterfront on the outside. So this could also be in the United States. Of course, Puerto Rico is part of the United States. For those of you that are tuning in, hello, it is part of the United States, even though people think that Puerto Rico is not. Okay, but I do see something of that nature. I feel like his life is like a fairy tale in many ways too. I feel like even though he has worked extremely hard to get to where he is, I do feel like in many ways he never really fully imagined the magnitude of the success that he would have, to the point where it's kind of like a dream, and he's reaping the rewards. I do see that there is going to be something with him, needing to trust his intuition when it comes to people, specifically females, because there's going to be a lot of females that will try to wreak havoc in his life, making sure that he's not too tipsy when he is out partying, if he does attend a party, a gala, or something of that sort, of that nature, because there is going to be two women in his life, not just the current one, but somebody else in the future who I feel like may be like a friend, not necessarily a romantic or sexual in any manner, but I do feel like she is someone that's very light skinned, has very possibly blonde hair, blondish with honey color, and it's long hair, and this person is somebody to watch out for, because I feel like there is some kind of level of manipulation and her wanting something out of him that he's not ready to give and not ready to do. There are going to be temptations, people that kind of try to pull him in a different direction, maybe like into drugs and stuff like that he needs to be very careful with, because I see that down the road. It's like a big party circle that are trying to, maybe like, these could be artists like rappers that are here in the USA that are already established with the label, and they're not on Bad Bunny's label, but that could try to like pull him into that. I also feel like for him, he's going to need time away. So like in the next 2 years or so, I feel like it could be sooner. He's going to take a hiatus after, touring and all of that. I feel like he's going to have a break for himself, which is probably what he's doing now with the pandemic and all of that. But I also see him being very creative when it comes to music and stuff. So I see that going on. I also get that there is something that bothers him on a very deep level. I feel like he knows that there are problems on the horizon. When I say problems, it's not like prophetic to be scary or anything of that nature, but there are darker souls that he's going to cross, because Bad Bunny is someone that's very enlightened, someone that is very spiritual in nature, but also has a bright light that shines. When I tune into him, I see like a yellow aura around him, but I also get that he has some reddish aura in him as well. So with him, there is going to be a lot of people that try to manipulate him and use reverse psychology and make him feel guilty for their own obsessions, because I don't know what's coming through, but it comes through that he needs to be careful of the stalker, and this is a young female, again, stalker, someone that is obsessed with him, that would go to every concert, that would possibly even be out in his residence, blowing up his DMs on social media. It is a stalker. She is a fan, but it's not a healthy relationship. And it's almost like she's playing victim. And so there could be a scandal in the future where we see like a publication, or something publicized about Bad Bunny and this woman, and it's kind of like a lie. It's all fabricated. So legal issues are very possible in the future where he may have to get a restraining order, even though he's very a gentle soul, but again, there are crazy people in this world that he needs to be careful with. I also pick up that on his health, he does need to be careful with his abdominal area. I don't know why they keep showing me that. This could be like him having abdominal issues down the road, maybe like a stomach poisoning from eating something that's not prepared well. So being very careful when he eats foods and making sure that he is, doing the best to maintain his digestive digestive well-being, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like pretty much he won't have to worry. I also feel like there is something about a video in the future with him on a yacht on the water. I don't know what this is about. And then also in an airplane. Again, I get snippets. I also don't I would not put it past that he gets into fashion and either modeling or creating his own fashion line, possibly an eyewear line, and also getting into acting at some point. Whether this would be like for the Latino networks, having a guest spot performing on a like a telenovela, or performing in a actual American movie. But there is something that someone is going to pitch for him, and is going to want him, is going to pitch that towards him to see if they can like recruit him for a role. There is going to be a role around his performance. So his success is just peaking. Again, I do feel like he has to be careful with some jealousy. There are guys out there that are rappers that don't have his best interests at hand, but for the most part, I feel like again he's very open and intuitive, and so he's going to maneuver and get out of this situation that could creep up. I also feel like there's something about a tattoo. I don't know if he has tattoos right now, but there is something about getting a tattoo in the future, and it's going to have some strong meaning for him. I also keep being shown that one of the vehicles that he's going to purchase is like a sports car. This is going to be a sports car. I feel like the color could be red. It could be red with black, but he needs to be careful with that vehicle if he does get in it, because there is something that is not going to be right with the vehicle. I don't know exactly the terms of it, but if sometimes when you want something and it seems really good, there may be something wrong with that. So mechanically, he needs to have that inspected, even if it's bought off of a new dealership, or imported. There's something about the brakes and the system, the mechanical system, that he needs to be careful with. I don't feel like he's in any immediate danger, because I feel like, and I see a lot of guardian angels around Bad Bunny that are protecting him. He is spiritually protected, but again, there is a lot of evil, craziness, and darkness in this world. But this is what I get for Bad Bunny for right now. I wish him all the best in his life and his career. I'm a big fan, and many, many blessings to all of the fans of Bad Bunny. And for those of you that have requested for this video to be done, thank you so much. And as always, if you'd like to set up a private reading with me, you can go to my website. It's listed here, www.raymondguzman.net. And don't forget to follow me on IG, on Instagram, and Facebook at Psychic Medium Ray. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world. Bye.